Coming up on today's show, we have a very special guest that we're going to talk to, and we may sprinkle in some Disney news as well. That is coming up today on Traveling with the Mouse. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 466 of Traveling with the Mouse. I'm your host this week. My name is Adam, and I am joined by John.
What's up, everybody? Oh, wait, that's your line.
That is what I usually say.
Since since you're not going to be using it tonight, I guess I'll just borrow it since I didn't have a.
Fine, that's fine. And our very special guest, Jose Barbas. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Hola, amigos.
Hola.
Yes, glad you could join us. We've talked about you on our podcast quite a bit. I mean, I know Jason and I know you pretty well. We talk very highly of you as probably our favorite Disney cast member. And I will say I planned my Epcot days around visiting La Cava del Tequila at Epcot. So
whenever you're on.
Yes. Well, that too. I always make sure I know if you're going to be there or not. So, but to start with, just for those who may not know, tell us a little bit about your journey to where you are at La Cava del Tequila.
Like Adam said, my name is Jose Barbas. I was born and raised in Cali, Colombia. I moved to the United States around 14, 15 years ago. And I've been working in, let's say, a restaurant industry for the past 12 years. Mm-hmm. And I have the honor and the beautiful honor to work at the most magical place in the world, that is Disney World, but specifically at La Cava del Tequila in Epcot Center. It's a beautiful gem in Epcot Center, again, in the Mexican Pavilion and on the temple, the Mexican temple, on the pyramid. And for the ones that I know, is the place that sells more tequila in the world, by the way. So
wow.
Yeah. So I've been working there for the past 8 years. Okay.
Wow. 8.
And in that journey, I meet guests that I can call friends, like Adam and family.
Yeah.
And
nice.
And especially a little one called Harrison.
Yeah.
My buddy. I mean,
that's your buddy.
But Harrison is something special. He's a character.
Yes.
Harrison's the real amigo there, right?
Yeah, he's basically the reason that Adam and his family are my friends, because Harrison.
Because of Harrison.
I was going to say, that's safe to say that it's all due to Harrison. I think that's...
Yeah,
Harrison's the glue.
Yes.
It is.
Is it safe to say that you have a bit of celebrity status at La Cava?
No. I'm not. I wish though. Honestly, the magic comes from everybody. The magic comes from the very first person that meet you, greet you at the door, or even though I greet you at the pyramid, they greet you at the parking lot. So we just, at least me, I just try to make the best day ever for any of single my guests. I truly enjoy what I do. I truly enjoy it and love or passion what I do. And I'm very passionate about my guests. I'm a father as well. I'm a father of 2 boys as well. So when he goes for kids, I try even more than my best to make them happy. That's how I make this connection with Harrison and his brother.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like I said, I'm just trying to be like that person that my kids know when they go somewhere, basically that it is, I've been taught to do that, from my mom, from my dad, and basically what I do, trying to be a nice person. I'm celebrity. I'm not a celebrity. I just been there for a while though, so I think a lot of people know me, a lot of guests know me, and I wish I remember the names and the names. Yeah. I'm really, really bad with the names. Adam can give me the testify here. Because I said, listen, I know Harrison's name, but I will forget your name.
Yes.
Well, you see so many people.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but
that's-
this is funny because when Adam texts me, it says Harrison that, and it's Harrison. It's everything about Harrison. I say, listen, man,
Yes.
with all respect, I now of course I know his name, but I'm really
Yes.
bad with names, and I have many guests like that. Hey, Barbas, how you doing? Say, hey, how you doing?
Hey.
And
Yeah.
you remember me? Yeah, of course, you remember me.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I'm really bad with the names, so yeah.
No, I am too.
Well, I mean,
but
you would have to remember a lot of names in comparison to the people you see, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that'd be a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot,
Yeah.
I barely
That's understandable.
Listen,
Yeah.
I barely remember the order that I take on the table to remember the names, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
funny.
Right.
We'll forgive you for that.
There you go.
Of course. I'm more than happy just being Harrison's dad in most occasions. Yeah. He's quite the character.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
I have two girls. I have one's 8 and one's 6. So I don't know where your range is of what
That's
yours
the
is.
thing.
But
Exactly. My little one just gets 6, and the oldest is gonna be 8 on the 21.
oh, okay, so we're in the same,
Well,
basically the same about.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, I'm in celebrity status in terms of like Disney fans because I do recall a few months ago somebody, and I think this was posted on the La Cava. I thought it was on the La Cava Instagram. Someone had a shirt with your face on it.
Oh yeah. Ha.
I do recall. I think I was there the day before that happened, but
No, I
See, he does have a little bit of a fan base.
Oh,
I'm definitely proud to be one of those ambassadors for Barbas.
no.
Well, it does speak well of you. It speaks well of the service you give, obviously, if there's that many people that remember you like that. So
That's I really appreciate. Yeah, I really appreciate all my guests. And the ones that I know my guests, I really appreciate too. But yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to create the magic. I'm just trying to be this person. Like all people in our person in life that have these problems, situations.
Right.
But I realized that, like you said, my job. I'm a cast member. So I might not be Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck, but but my job is to make people happy.
there you go. Yeah,
And,
good job.
But I try.
You
But
are.
that's my job, yes. But believe it or not, in my normal life, that's what I'm trying to do as well.
Yeah. It shows.
And that's why it goes natural for me. Like I said,
Yeah,
I was teach or was raised to be good with people, especially be good with kids,
Mhm.
be gentle with everybody. So that's what I'm trying to do. So for me, it's not that hard, because it's my job, it's my character, but I try to do, that's what I do. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
There you go.
But you know what? I love it. Like I said, I love it, and
That's what's important.
and I appreciate what the guests do for me. I appreciate the t-shirts, appreciate the messages, and I love it. I love it. And as much that I let me do it, I would keep doing it for that all the time they wanted me to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Good
are
deal.
the model cast member, the way you are with the guests, and especially the kids. Yeah. It's like, that's what is the Disney magic that separates Disney from other places. The people.
And it's something when I'm gonna tell you a real story. When I told them that I've been in the industry for the last 10, 11 years.
Mhm.
But when when I was hired in those inductions, they give it to you. They put us like an old video, and it's always been in my head. And I think I repeat it every single day about work is giving the pickle. And when they refer to giving the pickle on the video, it's not like, oh, just give pickles on the food. No, it's give you 1% more or your 2% more.
Oh, gotcha.
That's what giving the pickle means,
Okay.
For example, late, you order something or your dinner and you don't like it. Let me try to do something for you. Let me bring something else. Let me try to cook more your steak. Let me bring the chefs.
Yeah.
Let me do something. That's
Right.
the beginning. Giving the pickle, and like I said, it's that video that went to my head, combined to my personality. I think it goes good, but I love it. Like I said again, I love it, and I was trying to keep doing it as much they let me do it, you know.
There you go.
Yeah, but that's give him the pickle. Yeah, that's a Disney post. Give him the pickle. Give him the
Give him the
pickle.
pickle.
Give him the pickle.
I've not heard that one before. That's good.
Give him the pickle. It's an old video
Okay.
they give it to you on the inductions. On this is the inductions.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, so he says it's an old video, so they've had it a long time. It's still it's not an original, is it? I wonder.
I've been there for a while though. I don't know if it's still playing to like everybody that new hires, but they play to me, and believe it or not, it's in my head every single day.
Really? Okay.
But that concept,
I was like, this video didn't come from like the early '80s when Epcot first opened, did it?
Yeah, I think.
You think so?
For those days, yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. Okay.
All right.
That's awesome.
I think for those days.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit more. You alluded into, the tequila selection.
Okay.
That La Cava has. What sets La Cava apart from, say, any of the other lounges and bars at Disney? But
first, to be like such a small like place or bar.
Yeah.
It's a huge tequila selection.
Yeah.
It's huge. And now it's getting bigger and bigger in mezcal as well. So,
for
the ones that I know that didn't know, tequila and mezcal are like two different spirits. They both come from the same plant, but different type of agave. So you can compare it to the difference between the whiskey and bourbon. Are kind of the same, but not the same. Let's say they're cousins. Okay, so. La Cava del Tequila have, like I said, one of the huge, let's say, tequila selections in this part in the U.S. Of course, you cannot compete with big, bars like in Vegas or New York that have huge in space. They can have like a huge shelves to expose their products. But definitely on volume wise, like I said, is nobody beats in the States. Nobody beats the sales of La Cava del Tequila. And it's because it's not just the tequilas on the shelf, it's the amount of margaritas that we sell, remember, margaritas, they got tequila in it. And we go, for example, give me a rough example, the avocado margarita, that I would say it's the margarita or the drink that put the Cava del Tequila like on the spot.
Yeah.
It's very popular. I always say to everybody that it's probably the most popular drink in Epcot and one of the most popular drinks on Disney property. And according to my boss, we sell something around to 12 to 18,000 of those every single month.
Wow.
Yep. So,
wow.
That's a lot.
Yes. And like I said, tequila selections, we had in the past, I mean, it's still like a huge tequila selection, expensive. Not that expensive, unique tequilas, limited edition tequilas. And now, because this, let's say, trending up in added this free organic tequilas and all stuff, we also getting a nice dose selections in tequila as well, though. So we have tequila, let's say, for everybody. You have for let's say all these basically for all the, let's say, tequila drinkers, regardless of your preferences. We have something for you, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, everything depends on how much are you willing to spend, because tequila, let's say, unfortunately, it's expensive, because it's a product that just for the basic that is of the material that is the blanco tequila or the silver, you need to wait something between 6 to 7 to 8 years to get your product. So it's like if you think like that, imagine like put your money on the bank or put your money on invest and wait 8 years to get your profit. So what are you gonna do? You expect to get like a significant profit,
Right.
So that's what happened with tequila basically. So you put your money like 8 years in there, so you need to be you need your money back, and basically that it is. So nobody have a business or create a business to not make money, Yeah. But tequila is beautiful. I don't know for the ones that I know, tequila, it's one of the best spirits to drink as well.
Yeah.
It's gluten free. It's say it's good sugar for the ones who have sugar problems. They can do tequila as well. got a downer. It give you happy. Tequila
Yes.
make you dance. Tequila make you scream. Tequila make you have fun.
Yeah. I've always heard that too, that tequila is the healthiest liquor of them all because of what plant it comes from and everything. So,
well, it's particularly the lighter ones, though, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Doesn't matter. It's the same.
this
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Light doesn't matter the light color or the dark color. It doesn't matter because all of them have the same, let's say, level of alcohol, and everything is basically the same. What it changes in the tequila blanco, reposado, añejo is the time that is aged basically on the barrels, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything.
Okay.
It just tend to be smoother with the time on the barrels. That's what it is.
Right. Right. And I have come to appreciate tequila a lot more because of La Cava, and especially, once you dig a little deeper into the menu, once you're sitting and you're looking through the sipping tequilas, and I've definitely tried several of those, and I know you have. It's like every person at La Cava, right, has a recommended.
We call it La Cava cherries. The staff cherries.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. They all have ones that they recommend, and I've tried several. I do enjoy the one that you have on the
Not
menu.
all.
Yeah.
I haven't tried them all yet. I mean, there's a lot of them, and some of them get up there in price too. But they're all worth trying. I think the more you appreciate tequila, the more you really can appreciate those sipping ones, and they get really. You can taste the difference, and like you said, mezcal to me, I've just started getting more interested in that. It's more smoky.
There you go.
Is the Smoky Ninja, is that mezcal or is that
the Smoky Ninja is a drink that has tequila and mezcal in it. I have both. I'm sorry. My bad. I have mezcal and sake.
Right, that's right. Because I still have.
That's where the ninja part comes in.
There you go. That's super cup.
Where we tried it. So is that one? I forgot. Is that one a rare one that is only limited throughout the day? Is that one or is that one?
No, yeah, that's right now. It's not limited through the day. We have we sold it. Oh, we could say yes until we have those that little thing you show me.
Yeah,
it's called jicara. Jicara.
Yeah.
So the jicara is made from the plant.
Okay.
It's is where the used to drink mezcal in the past, and the purpose of the purpose of that little cup is to keep your shot or your liquid like fresh, or like cool. Yeah. So we sell the Ninja during the day until we run off those little cups.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
makes sense.
So come early if you want to make sure you get one.
There you go. And
Nice.
I'm gonna go a little bit back in the history of La Cava del Tequila. So when my I don't know if you know this, La Cava del Tequila just turned 15 years last week.
I was gonna.
Okay? So I always heard the big boss of our company, when he saw this space, that space at this, he saw and he's very passionate about tequila. His vision was like a tequila place that everybody from the world, that's what Epcot for, come and appreciate one of the most, let's say, valorated spirits from the world, now from Mexico. So he thought, like, in this place that people know more about tequila, not just any X brand or XY brand.
Right.
So you have more options, and that's what La Cava del Tequila is for. And that's why, like Adam is saying, it's many brands. So far I know that it's over 2,000 different brands in tequila.
Yeah.
So the main purpose of La Cava del Tequila is to, let's say, educate our guests about the tequilas, and now mezcal, and also we have a couple more spirits that come from the agave as well, though. So this is basically what we do at La Cava del Tequila. So we also are trained by the CRT, that is it just stands for Tequila is Consejo Regulador del Tequila. That is basically the Tequila Regular Council. that are the ones who certify even the tequila makers, tequila producers, and those are the ones that said what is tequila or not is tequila. So La Cava del Tequila is a place that is certified with a CRT. That means that we, the staff, are like certified and we are trained and know about what is tequila and what is not tequila. So that's something I always say that is like a plus or make a difference between, like, let's say compared to another server, so we don't have that, like, the scale or I don't have the right to say, oh, I'm a tequila expert or I'm a sommelier, but I know for sure that I know a little bit more than the average, let's say, servers or people about tequila. So that's when I say the shares from the employee, from the cast members. So when the guests come to the Cava Tequila, we show a couple of different options. We also like try to educate how to drink the tequila, how to sip. If you put your nose here in the part of the glass, you're gonna get this, and that. Maybe this tequila have, let's say, for example, hazelnut or butterscotch or some wood or whatever. So that's what we try to do. Not just like, oh, that's the tequila, get a couple of shots, get drunk, and get out of here. No, it's just more like
it's way more.
It's more like, okay, listen, you please, with our respect, because at the end of the day, you do whatever you want. But we at least try to educate the guests. Listen, please, this is how recommended to do it. Do it like this. Sometimes we do some pairing. Try maybe this chocolate or this mazapan, and you let me know what you feel, what you think, and that's what we do. So coming back, I love what I do. I might not be Mexican, but I love tequila, and I appreciate a lot of tequila, and I drink tequila. I don't say on the regular basis, but I drink tequila. I love tequila, and it's like a demonstration and show the guests what it's tequila about. It's because people, when the guests think tequila, when I say people, is around the world, people think tequila. They think one tequila, two tequila, and shots, and you get drunk and you get on the floor,
Right.
So tequila is like I always say, it's
so
a
much
noble
more
spirit than deserves to be appreciated.
Yes.
So that's what it is.
Really, what you guys are doing is kind of in the true spirit of Epcot, which is educate and entertain.
There you
go. At the same time.
Uh-huh.
So you're having fun, but you're also learning, because I've learned so much more about it. And that goes back to that question of what separates La Cava is you get more for the experience than just going to any other bar lounge.
Exactly. Exactly what it is. So it's all take your drink and drink it, and that's it. No, enjoy it like this, like that. Have fun.
It's an experience.
Exactly. That's what we're trying to do. Like, show you an experience. At the end of the day, I always say to the guests, this is an experience about experiences for little ones, for old ones. My experience, tequila, your experience could be the rights.
Oh yeah.
It's all about
my kids love La Cava, even though they can't have any of the drinks. They obviously love the the queso and the guac and everything. So, and of course, it's just entertaining. It's a great place to be. So, I was gonna dig a little into the drinks on the regular menu too, because I've pretty much sampled all of the mixed drinks, the cocktails on the main menu. My favorite, and from your recommendation, is the corn old fashioned. So that's my go-to. I will always start with that one. That's amazing. As far as I think, the signature obviously is the avocado, but so if there was somebody, first-time guest, is that what you, like, doesn't really know a lot about tequila? Is that the one that they should start with, or is there one that is typically good for, like, the first-time guest?
I definitely, when I have let's say, like, a guest first time in La Cava del Tequila, I normally ask what the person likes, because not everybody like the same thing, So you like whiskey, I like whiskey and scotch, so maybe old fashioned would be a really nice option, but not everybody likes whiskey. So I basically make the question. So you like something sweet, or on the rocks, or frozen, or spicy? So I go more depends on what that particular person, that particular guest are looking for, So that's basically my introductory question. So once I know, or I can tell what the preference are, I go in my head through the menu and I say, listen, maybe you like this, maybe you like this or that or this. So it's more dependent on what the guest is looking for, So
Yeah.
to give you an example, I like something sweet, but I don't want it frozen. Okay, so I have a drink that I love, the wild one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a passion fruit mango mixed margarita with now we're doing a floated of grenadine. It looks like let's say like a Sex on the Beach or something like that. So that's a drink that is easy to drink. It's a little bit sweet and it's easy to drink, super refreshing, and it goes down easily. So for those person or those guests that are trying to look for something on the menu that is not that heavy on alcohol, because like I said, people is so afraid of tequila. So for those guests that are afraid of tequila, something sweet, that's a perfect option, for example. Or the guests, they just, I just want a lime margarita. You want a lime margarita? That's, you know what? I have that beautiful option for you. There could be the Top Shelf, for example. That is one of the best, let's say, lime margaritas ever. Too. Now, I like more something like spicy. You can go for, it all depends of the guest's needs. At the end of the day, it's not what I like or I enjoy. It's more about what the guest, and that's
learning what
we're looking. That's we're going back to the experience. What are you looking for? What is it? What are you looking for? What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to do? And then that I go from recommendations. The same with the tequila list. People, the guests say, I want to do a tequila. So you want to do a sipping one or you want to shoot? I want to sip. Okay, so what you like? I like this, and that. I like this particular brand. We might not have that particular brand, but we know, maybe this one and this one and this one could be some similar or can do the job that you're looking for. And the same thing, it's
nice.
It's not like 1 + 1 is always 2, we're trying to accommodate for everybody. We're talking about the needs.
And you also have really good, I would say, an Instagram drink, the Lily
Instagram drink.
It's a good social media. It's a good one to share
because of the presentation.
Yes, right. It's a good, but it tastes good too. But it is definitely, it's a good shareable on social media drink. So
social media these days is huge, especially I can feel it after we come back from COVID.
Oh yeah,
it's a booming. So every we have guests that it's funny because there's guests, I want this drink, but I want this drink. They don't have a clue what it is. They don't have
they show you
it's one whatever it goes on social media,
One with the smoke. Yeah.
the one with this one. Give me this one. But it's this
amazing
and that.
How that works.
Okay, give me this one. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. You know, like I said, if the guest is looking for that, we always give with the guest. The guest is always right?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Now, if someone were asking you that they liked stuff a little on the stronger side, where would you start going with that?
Old fashioned.
Old fashioned's where you would go. Okay.
Or old fashioned. I have a rye whiskey. I have a Mexican corn whiskey. Hint of mezcal. It's very, very tasteful, but
there's a lot in there.
Maybe 2 of those. You'll be soaring around the world.
Yeah. And if you have,
or in this case, around the World Showcase.
There you go.
Right. Well, if you have 2 of those, you have to ride Grand Fiesta Tour afterwards. I mean.
Oh yeah, to relax. Yeah.
Yeah, I do love that one, but I usually don't get 2 in a row. Yeah, that would be a lot.
Yeah, but on the, I have to say, pretty much all the drinks, La Cava del Tequila are pretty strong. I always say that.
They're pretty strong.
Yeah, they're pretty strong. So you go there and you get 1 or 2 drinks, and you'll be good for the next couple countries.
Oh, yeah.
I always say to the guests, you get 2 drinks here, maybe 3, and you'll be good. I wanna save you a lot of money. At least you wanna drink anything and around the world also. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Stay at La Cava. You should just stay there. Go back.
Yeah, stay there.
But I know, so there is a tasting. So you have the flights as well, which I've done a couple of those.
Okay.
If you're a serious tequila, like you want to really kind of dig deeper, would you recommend the flights or sipping? Like where would you go with that?
No, I always recommend to the guests the same thing. So if you know what you like tequila, I
Mm-hmm.
definitely say go whatever you like. For example, I like añejos, extra añejos.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is me, always me. I think it's better to get at least one nice glass or shot of that and enjoy it that do a flight. The flight for me is for the guests that don't really know what they want to do, you know,
Yeah. Want
in
to
terms of
sample.
or which is
Mm-hmm.
the preferences, you know.
Yeah.
So it's always a
Just
good
want to try.
option, okay, of course, because you try different ones and then you take it from there because it's only
Mm-hmm.
like it's only let's say half of the shot. So you drink it, you try it, you get a taste. Maybe maybe I don't like this one that much. Oh, I like this one better, so I might get a shot of this. This is I think there's a flight for, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, we have
Got it.
right now we have 4 different flights. Of course, you start let's say with the house, medium, the other one with the different spirits, and then the supreme flight. You know, all of
Yeah.
them, let's say same categories, but better level of tequilas.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, and now maybe you know this, we have the Cava del tequila ambassadors.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Humberto Soto, that is one of the tequila ambassadors, one of the let's say one of the first tequila ambassadors that came to La Cava del Tequila with Isla Castillo, and he's doing the tequila tastings. You know, he's doing tequila tastings. He and Hilda are the really like stars from the Cava del Tequila because they are the
Nice.
truly, let's say, soul of the Cava del Tequila. These are the person that they know more about tequila for sure in this part of the country. I'm talking about Florida and stuff.
Yeah.
So they do.
Mhm.
He do a tasting, a tequila tasting,
Mm-hmm.
and like a private tasting, and he goes for all the categories, the tequilas, and he teach you he teach you how to do it, and at least what is this, what is how it's supposed to taste, how it's supposed to drink it, and he do a really good job. And he used to be my manager. He's to my manager, but not like my direct manager anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I would say that everything that I learned from him, from Hilda, you know, from Christina.
Mm-hmm.
That those are my managers that like
Yeah.
I would say my mentors in the tequila industry because any question that I have, I ask to them about the profile of this each, why tequila, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we share the passion for tequila. So yeah, so
Yeah.
definitely guests want to learn more about tequila, or they can visit me, but
Yeah.
we have the like a really experts at our place, and they can go definitely with you through the more specific
Good.
in those tequilas, you know.
Nice.
Actually, it's something that I do at
Mm-hmm.
least once in a while. I book myself with him, and I do it as well, you know, because
Right. Yeah.
it's let's say it's for training purposes as well.
Right.
Yeah, it's learning experience. Yeah.
Learning experience,
that.
exactly.
Okay. I wanted to ask you this question because I've seen videos of you on the social media opening
Yeah.
La Cava. Is it more fun to open or close down? Like what the opening crowd or the closing crowd? What's more fun to?
No, that opening thing, trust me, it's not scripted. It goes natural, though.
Yeah.
And I love it. I know I'm like I said, I like to my coworkers. They bother me. They say that I should be like a TV anchor or something like that instead of being a server, you know. But
Yeah.
well, I love both, you know. I like, of course, in the mornings when people is in line, waiting in line before we open.
Yeah.
We open at 11, and there's
Remember.
guests that start making line at 10. You know, an hour before we start opening though. So that's fun, no? That's fun,
Oh, yeah.
and you feel this. Like I've been here a while, but you still feel this rush on your heart coming to your veins, and now as people's cut that guests are ready, we are ready. So I like to be like energy with the guests, you know. At night is good too, you know, but you need to be a little bit careful because you know it's been is for a lot of guests a long day. People is a little bit intoxicated, so you need to be very at the end of the day. Yeah, we are bar, but like I say, at the end of the day, we're in Disney. We have to take care of the guests.
Right.
It's involved around everywhere, so we need to try, like, you know, listen, buddy, you better get a water, you know, something like that in a polite way. You know, I love to work at night, but yeah, you have to be very careful with
At the end of a long day. Yeah.
So yeah, but it's fun, you know. But you know what? Definitely the mornings are better. No better. More fun, you know.
More fun.
At least the
Everybody's excited early in the day. They haven't been worn down by the hot weather and everything.
I was just going to say, is there such thing as a better time to come? I don't know if there's a certain hour that's better than others.
It's
Not really.
but it's
Pretty busy.
Sometimes it's super busy in the morning. Sometimes
Yeah.
in the afternoons. Sometimes you go on a Wednesday. That's supposed to be the slowest day on a Wednesday on the weekend, and it's busy.
Right.
Yeah.
On a
You just never
Friday afternoon, and it's dead. Honestly,
You never know.
no, you never know. I mean, thank God our location is one of the busiest location in Epcot. But you never know. You never know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, suddenly you don't see any line, and 5 minutes after you don't know. You need more hands to take everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we were fortunate enough to meet you, is because we were in line, and it was a rare occasion where there was an empty table by the time we got to the front of the line, and they were like, "You want to sit at the table?" And we're like, "Sure." We've never actually been able to do that before, and that's when you came over, and I think Harrison obviously was with us, and that was the rest is history. But I do remember. I feel like in that same trip we came back just to try and see you the second time because it left such an impression on us.
I would say not because I work in the tables, but I would say that it's two different experiences.
Yeah, definitely.
Grab and go, that is with my friends, the bartenders, and the table services. Like I said before, you sit at the table, you have more time. You can enjoy a tequila, you can sip a tequila, you can get a margarita too, and it's more like chill. But at the same time, I understand, and that's why the to-go services it's always on fire, because you go to Disney, you're on a schedule, you're on time. You need to be in a certain place at a certain time, so it's fast. So and even the tables, we try to do like everything, let's say, as fast we can to get everybody everybody happy.
Sure.
Everybody happy.
Yeah, I do agree. It's they're two very different experiences, both great, but you should try to experience both if you could. And
exactly. Definitely.
It's worth the wait too. And I've tried to bring everybody I can now. Every friend I've got, we're gonna carve out a couple hours in the day, and we're gonna go to La Cava. And
there you go.
So that's it's part of my routine now.
That's how I met Jason.
Yeah, right. That he was probably the first one I brought in, and so many since that we've brought in as to have fun. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
So, Rick, real quick, you said you've been there 15 years or 14 years?
No,
8.
I mean, the Cava del Tequila just turned 15 years last week on the 29th, August 29th.
Okay.
I'm gonna be 8 years on September 11th.
8 years. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Years. 8.
Okay. I was trying to think, because I was in there before in a table, and it was probably not long after it turned into being La Cava de la Kiva. Del Tequila. I couldn't even say it for a minute there.
Have you had a few tonight?
No, I have not.
Are you prepping for
It's
this?
just one of those tongue-twisted things.
Just checking.
But because it was around 2010, 2011.
2009.
That would have been. So 2009 is when it happened. But I'm saying I was there around 2010, 11. So it had to have been La Cava at that point. So yeah. But you weren't there yet, I guess, at that point. So okay. I was just thinking. I was like, I may have actually seen you then, but didn't know you.
No,
but I guess not. No, that wasn't the case.
We are basically all the stuff. It's been there since, let's say, day one. We are like couple like me that are being there like 8 years or
okay.
So the coworkers that have been there for day one, they told me that not all the time was like that. They told me, the first guests are coming around 2 p.m. and maybe 1, 2, 3 guests at a time. And that's why I'm saying that social media is booming because after, I would say, COVID, we start getting. I feel it. I feel like that after COVID, we see more and more and more guests coming and coming and coming and coming, and that was like the booming of social media after COVID. Everything was viral, extra viral than it used to be before. No.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. I noticed that anytime people would start ranking like the lounges and stuff around there, you guys were always high on the list. Like when they started doing that stuff, I don't know, what was it? Where was one we saw where they were like, was it 2 or 3, or is that where the particular list did it? I can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
there was one we found.
Yeah, it's usually
among the bars and lounges
of Disney ones. Yeah,
but I mean, it's like it was. I'm not saying it was all of a sudden, but like you said, like after COVID, it seemed like it started getting really high ratings among guests in particular. And
again, not because I work there, and I mean, I'm not the only person or human being working there. We have like staff, we almost been there for a long time. So I told you about the training on tequila. So we are well trained. Mm-hmm. We know about tequila. We are, let's say, drink tequila, and that's why we are like truly passionate for what we do. Not just me. I will say basically all the staff, and the management. We and the company. So that's why we are there, and that's why I think it's not fake. The guests, the people can tell when somebody or something is fake. That it's like put it there
most of the time.
And it is no, we are authentic. I say even though I'm Mexican, but I'm trying to be authentic in what I do, what I like, what I know, and that's what makes the guests come back. And thank God they give us good reviews, and thank God they still coming and they start visiting us, and they text us, they give us Christmas present, whatever,
Really.
And that's good, and it's good because I know my coworkers also, they enjoy our job, so it's good. Yeah. It's not just me.
Yeah.
What you say in English, one stone to make the desert. So you have to be a lot of everybody working together,
Yeah,
exactly.
That's why we are a team.
Yeah, no, it definitely shows. I was gonna say too, you guys do have a better ambassador than us. Like we definitely love La Cava, and we talk about it all the time. But Neil Patrick Harris is also a big
fan of La Cava
person. Yeah, fan. He talks about it. Whenever he comes for the candlelight processional, usually once a year, and he has his own table there. And I think we were there on his birthday where he was giving out signed coasters, I think it was. So I know he has a relationship with the owner, I think, but it's really cool that, he's such a fan and talks about it so much too. That definitely helps, I'm sure.
I know right now that he's very good friend with my boss, and yeah, I think everything comes like randomly that he start visiting Cava del Tequila, and he was introduced to my boss, and they start coming, and they become friends. And now, like you said, he's pretty much invited every year to candlelight to read the candlelight, and he have his own drink and PA, black. By the way, it's called the Black Magic, that was created at La Cava del Tequila as well. So, and he has his own table with his picture on it,
Yep.
So with his plate and a picture on that table.
Yep.
And he's he's a really nice person, human being.
No, definitely.
He's been there with us stuff a couple times. I won't say all the time, because he has obligated, but a couple times he's a truly really good, nice human being. His family too, he likes to visit. Who doesn't like tequila? Come on.
Yeah.
So,
do you get a good number of celebrities though that come there, or just?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really bad,
with the names.
Think because we have to keep her in secret for But we have a couple.
Right.
No secret. But I mean, we know we have visited soccer players, music, Hollywood, basketball players,
right?
And like I said, who doesn't like tequila, So
right.
Yeah, they go often, you visit a lot. We have NFL players as well, NFL coaches, I remember. I mean, remember the names that I remember seeing there.
Right.
Mexicans, let's say Mexicans are artists, Mexican singers, pretty much a bunch of celebrities that enjoy tequila. And we
Yeah.
have the pleasure
Nice.
to see them every time,
Nice. Just a couple more questions I wanted to bring up. So you mentioned like the black magic was developed there. Are you guys constantly developing new things for the menu, and do you contribute to that? And
So the menu, they rotate the menu. I would say often, but let's say seasonal. They rotate the menu. Of course, there's some drinks that you cannot take it away from the menu, like the popular like avocado margarita is something that you cannot take in on any season of the year. But yeah, the ones that there's some they do touches on the drink or they refresh the drinks and they just basically take it out from the menu. But they had a couple of let's say mixologists and the company, and they are the ones who designs the drinks. Sometimes they make a contest. The management, they make a contest to us to try to create a drink. This it's been a couple on the menu already. But what is coming? I don't know. Honestly, that surprise is funny because I always say to the guests that I'm the last person to know what's going on.
All right.
Got it.
Yeah. So I have guests that say, listen, when is this thing is gonna happen? What are you talking about? I don't have a clue. These guests know more than us sometimes, I'm sorry. No, that's and of course, there's some things that they keep on secret, for or they create the spectacle for the guests and just to release it, But yeah, normally, definitely for sure, I would say even though they don't put on the menu, you have a couple like 3, 4, 5 different drinks, let's say on hold to take it to the menu. There's always like that. They never stop. There's something good about La Cava del Tequila. Let's say my bosses and the management and the beverage director. They always moving. They always moving. Of course they have to be happy for La Cava del Tequila is right now, but it's always this world is changing, it's moving, it's dynamic. So you need to I have the best drink in Epcot, but that's it. No, I need to do something else. Let's try to create the second best drink in Epcot, or the third best drink in Epcot. So it's always trying to get something better and better and better, or more. I mean, sometimes it's not that bad, sometimes it's not that good, sometimes it's great, but you have to keep trying. That's what life, and that's the main reason of success of the Cava del Tequila is that they're always trying to do better. They're always trying to get out different tequilas. They often try to be a new mezcales. It's not the same. The rotation.
Right.
So, for example, you Adam and your family that been a couple of times there. Oh, next time you say, the same drinks. No. So, look, they have this, and that is new. I might try this. So
right. Yeah.
It's always like that. To keep the guests, let's say happy. And keep trying stuff, and maybe you get next time you go there, you try something that'll be your favorite. You never know. That's a good thing.
Right. No, for me there's always something new I could try because I've gotten deeper into the menu. But yeah, no, for sure. Last question I wanted to ask, because we had talked before about you're a big burger and pizza connoisseur, I'll say. So as far as Disney goes, what is your favorite, like, Disney burger and Disney pizza? I think you told me, but
burger at Disney, I think I don't have like a burger that I really, really know. But pizza for sure. I mean, it's gonna be in Italy. Via Napoli. For me, it's one of the best pizzas that I ever get ever. Not even in Disney, it's ever in any property. And for the ones that I know, let's say a quarter Italian, so I have that Italian blood in me. And we always, with my kids, we try out different places for pizza, for pasta, and they love that pizza. I love the pizza, the pasta there. It's amazing. It be a Napoli, that pizza place. You need to go there. I mean, I don't work with them, They don't pay me to say this, but you should go and try
It
it.
is
It's
good.
really good. It's
Yeah.
really, really good. And burgers, honestly, in Disney, I don't have like something that oh my God, that at least
Right.
it comes on top of my head right now,
I hear
Okay.
you.
But definitely, pizza, you need to go to Via Napoli. And then you get like a sorbet on their ice cream too. It's good too,
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna say, has he tried the burger at Three Bridges?
I was
That
about
would be
to
a good one.
say,
If you're
Three-
gonna try one.
Yes, Three Bridges at Coronado Springs is probably my favorite one. But
That's a good one.
there's a lot of unique
I've been
ones.
there, and that's good too. But I'm really bad with the names, but yeah, I've been there.
All right. Well, thank you, Barbas, for joining us. I appreciate your time, and thanks for kind of telling us some more about La Cava, one of my favorite places, and a place you should all go. So thank you for chatting with us.
Thank you, sir.
It's my pleasure. It's an honor. It's an honor to be with you on this podcast. Since the day you told me that I can be in this space, I was so excited, to share my dreams, to share my passion, to share everything, to share everything that and thank you very much. Thank you, John, Bell. Thank you, Jason.
You're welcome.
And big happy birthday to Harrison that is always coming in this week.
Yes, Harrison says hi. He would have, if he didn't have to go to bed, he definitely would have been in here.
Yeah.
So,
but anyway.
Well, you can hear the passion in your voice.
Yeah.
I mean, we can see you technically, but I mean, we can hear the passion in your voice too, and I'm sure it's going to come across on the show.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you for the invitation, and again, I'll be here for you guys anytime you have a space for me. I'll be happy to be with you guys.
Yep. John will be here
awesome.
in October, so you don't have to.
Yeah, I'm spending a few days in Disney in October.
Yeah,
so,
come and visit me. And
yeah,
for sure.
All right, I'll have to make some time.
Thank you.
All right, amigos. Remember, salud.
All right, salud.
Salud. That was fun. Enjoyed talking to Barbas.
That was my first time that I've had the pleasure.
So you'll have to go see him in October.
I may have to drop in, and I must admit, I'm obviously not gonna spend the kind of time that you do, but I mean, I may have to at least have to.
You'll definitely have to drop in and say hi. Or it is a fun experience. You can tell the way he talks about it, and just his personality. He can't help but kind of radiate that.
Well, I will say this. I mean, he's got the perfect personality for doing a job like he does, or at Disney in general. There's probably other cast members that could learn from him.
Well, sure.
To be honest, but
he definitely has the it factor. That is the ideal cast member. I would say, yeah. All right, so we'll pivot here a little bit. Pivot into
pivot.
Can't help it.
I mean, we've been doing this for so long, and actually we've been family for even longer, that I just knew what you were going to do.
We can't not do that. Alrighty. So news-wise, though, there are a few things to cover. We'll probably cover them in some more detail next week, but since there are some breaking headlines, breaking corporate news that came out recently, we'll start with Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy is closing permanently, which is anybody that surprised? I feel like I'm the only one that actually saw this show. Did you actually go see it? I don't think Jason's ever seen it.
I have not. And seeing as how it says the final day of operation is 3 days prior to my arrival, I don't think I will.
You won't get a chance to. You're not missing anything. I'll put it that way. And my assumption is that they're closing this so that they can use the Lightning McQueen animatronic for the new Frontierland Cars attraction. That's my guess.
I don't even know if they'll repurpose them, but they could.
Nah, I think they will. I feel certain that that's one of the
I don't know if that's the whole reason. I mean,
I think it's a low attendance. It's a Cars attraction is going to open at Magic Kingdom, and they need the animatronic, or they can repurpose it. So I'm
actually shocked this was 5 years old.
Yeah, no, I think I saw it. I saw it in 2019, so it had just opened. I think earlier that year. But the bigger news is it's being replaced by Villain Stage Show,
which is odd.
Debuting next year.
This is what I think's funny to me. They spent all this time kind of like getting away from it being a studio, and that was one of the things they used to have at the studio a lot. Actually, was stage shows. Right.
Well, maybe they're going back to their roots.
Right. They're trying to go back to a studio now. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that train has sailed.
Sure. That train is sailed.
Right.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast has managed to hang in there a long time. I mean, it's been there forever. That stage show.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
It's been there so long it still has metal bleachers.
Yeah, I know. Shut nose. Yeah, Frozen has been there a long time, but of course, obviously, the Indiana Jones stunt show is the longest. But that definitely squashes the rumor of Monsters Inc. potentially going in that area. I think
it might, but since it's a stage shows can sometimes have short runs.
Come and go. It's possible, but they're saying construction would start early next year,
early 2025.
It's supposed to start.
Summer. I was just trying.
You're really wanting it to be that area
because I think it would fit better over there personally than it would be the other places they've discussed. But you know what? They're going to do what they want to do. I'm not. Right. It's going to be what it's going to be.
It is, and I think more and more likely that it's going to be Muppets or Animation Courtyard. One of the two.
I can hold out hope that maybe they will decide to try to put it where Indy is. Maybe I can still hold that.
Do you hate the stunt show that bad? I still like Indiana Jones.
No, I'm not. I don't hate it that bad. I just feel like with the other things that could go, I don't think people would miss that one as much.
This is an odd segue, and we always do this. Sorry for doing this. But I happened to come upon the Thunder in Paradise. You remember that? Of course you remember that show.
Of course I remember Thunder in Paradise.
But the one where they basically recreate the stunt show, they took every themed area of the parks and make it into a set piece for this show, and it's a very weird show. Like they lived at the Grand Floridian or something. Anyway.
Oh yeah, no. Well I mean they shot a lot of stuff out there. Yeah, I mean the Grand Floridian seemed like it was regularly in the background.
Yeah, in the 90s, Grand Floridian was in every show.
Full House.
Yeah,
that's where they stayed in Full House, right? Whenever they were there.
Although Family Matters stayed at Wilderness Lodge, but I guess because it had just opened, probably when
they were trying to get us some love. But hey, we have a wilderness resort now.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, weird segue. They basically recreated the stunt show scene, like all the different things, but they tried to make it look like it was real. And I'm like, anyway, you should go find that clip. Thunder in Paradise. It's hilariously bad. But anyway. Okay. The other news story, huge announcement that we didn't think was coming anytime soon, but Tron is ending virtual queue very soon, as you're listening to this, even like today, probably.
Actually, I think that we really talked this one up. We said that much longer is it going to be, given how
and Disney listened.
How it had been doing.
Like, oh yeah, we're ending it. They're like, wait, it's still on virtual queue? Oh, I guess we should stop that.
I mean, it's possible that they were seeing the end coming near for planning for it.
I guess.
I would like to think that they listened to our show, but
that's exactly what.
Because it's quite a coincidence. They have somebody in their staff that listens to us, and they take our ideas.
Sure, that's exactly it.
Because we talked about a Monsters Inc. coaster with the doors. I know I have before. We'll have to dig into the archives and find when I talked about it before, but I guarantee you I have.
Oh,
we'll have to ask. We'll have to ask Betsy, right?
Yeah,
she should know.
It's way back. It definitely goes way back.
Yeah. Well, I had mentioned it not too long ago that how I noticed just looking at the virtual queue seemed to be available longer, right?
Yeah.
Especially the afternoon one. The afternoon one would be there for over an hour. I mean, that's like unheard of when it comes to virtual queue. So
yeah,
we were really surprised when they had two in the same park.
Yeah.
I don't know. It reaches a point of consistency where they feel like they don't need it anymore, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I feel like Tron's kind of there. I mean, think about it. It's a short ride. It actually has a good bit of queue space on the inside once you get to the, once you get past the initial, like when they do the reveal.
Holding room. The holding room.
When they do the reveal there. And that's not very long either. I mean,
yeah, they do that
in comparison to the pre-shows for Guardians, for instance.
True. Yeah. I guess Magic Kingdom just has more attractions to absorb people, and Epcot just doesn't have that.
There's
density.
that too.
As far as Guardians goes, I use the virtual queue for Guardians way more often than Tron because I hated waiting in the line for Tron, the virtual queue. So I'm gonna hate the standby even more because I bet you it's gonna be longer than.
We'll find out real soon.
Yeah,
what it looks like.
I'm not looking forward to standby for this, even unless I rope drop it.
So let's see, what's the capacity? So Tron has a capacity of 1,680 riders per hour. Has 7 trains with 7 cars. Riders are arranged 2 across for a total of 14 riders per train. Right?
Okay.
So what is Guardians? Let me look it up.
I feel like Guardians is a little more.
Guardians. Oh, actually, their capacity is a tad bit higher. It says 2,000 riders per hour.
Yeah.
Because they have 8 trains too, but 8 trains with 5 cars.
I feel like they had more trains, and
so really the difference is 20 riders per train.
Yeah, but you get more on the train too.
Yeah, 20 riders per train versus 14. So you're getting 6 more per train. Is really the difference in the capacity.
Well, they have one extra train too, right? Didn't you say 7 trains? Just 8 trains?
and one extra train on top of that. So I mean, that's gonna make up. That makes up the difference in the roughly 400 riders per hour, though. They should have even more than that, to be honest.
Well, there's more block sections, but it's also a longer coaster, so
right, it's a longer experience. Longer in not only is it a longer actual ride, it is a longer in the sense of they have 2 queue rooms, whatever you want to call them, 2 pre-shows almost.
Holding rooms. Well, technically 3 holding rooms there, if you want to call them that. Yeah. Holding room and two pre-shows that are basically.
One of them is completely unnecessary.
Yeah. After you've done it so many times, it gets repetitive. Anyway, Food and Wine Festival's in full swing. You guys will be sampling lots of good stuff, it looks like.
Hopefully.
So. Didn't we talk about Community Core Hall, though? Did we talk about that yet? How it's big. It looks nothing like that they promised. It's terrible.
Not so far, unless they're going to add to it from what we saw last. But yeah,
it's basically a pop-up gift shop.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is going to be awesome during the festivals. Well,
the one thing I do like is they put a couple of festival kitchens in there.
Yeah, you can buy your merch.
The mac and cheese one looks really good, and I think they had a drink one. I forgot exactly what all was there,
but they made it sound like it was going to be decked out with decorations, and doesn't appear to be the case.
Like a blank canvas for the concept art was like, oh, for a festival of the arts, there's a giant figment in there and lots of extra exhibits and stuff. Like, nope, there's some ropes for buying merchandise and getting a couple of food items. That's it.
Yeah.
So
literally, it's a very very small change.
Pretty pitiful. But you know what isn't pitiful is our merchandise and our stuff. So where can that be found?
I've never had that segue before.
Right.
We can be found on social media, first of all. We're on Facebook at TWTM Podcast. Twitter, also the same. Instagram. I always say Twitter. I want to say Twitter. I guess it's because we were ingrained to say Twitter.
Because X is a stupid name.
They still call them tweets, apparently. So anyway, all of that's at TWTM Podcast. We have a Spreadshirt store still.
Yes.
With our merchandise there. And a YouTube channel. And where can you find that at?
Our website, travelingwiththemouse.com. We have links to our TeePublic site as well, where you can get your Challenge Runner shirt there. And our email address is podcast@travelingwiththemouse.com. So for John and Barbas, my name is Adam. This has been Traveling with the Mouse. And we hope you will join us on our next trip. to la cava. Salud.
Salud. What does salud mean?
Salud is essentially cheers. It's basically what it means, right? Good wishes. Cheers. Salud.